Welcome to Uncut Glass Pictures. This is my second video for 2020. Today I will be speaking about where I have been and where I'm going. I'm also going to speak about my upcoming art show that was not going to happen in March. And I'm going to speak about a couple of supporters I missed on my last video. First I want to start out on this video by speaking about Market Day number 3. This market day number 3 was done with a combination of stained glass, broken, shattered pieces, and actually stained glass with a combination with mirrors. As you can see, I'm really enjoying these colors, and as I am on this one here, I'd like to answer one question. I've been getting a couple of questions like, well, how long does it take you? This one here actually took me 2 weeks. The way I usually do it is I have the idea, and then if I don't find the pieces for one part, I would wait a few days and search around, and then I would go ahead and put it together. This actually is more abstract. As you can see, this last one here is actually a person carrying the banana on his back. So all these are done with broken, shattered pieces of glass. I'm having fun with it. I really started getting serious last year, earlier last year, 2019. Thanks to one of my supporters. Big shout out to you, Steve Grossman. Steve Grossman was a buyer for Guinness for many years. He kept telling me, Oral, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. That actually helped me, because I didn't dream I would actually start developing these pictures. And I think that was a big inspiration as I started out last year and started getting a lot more serious this year. Moving on to the next picture here is my Carnival Day number 2. Carnival Day number 2, got the idea when they had a carnival in Trinidad this year. Actually it ended last week. This one I was able to put a costume together representing Trinidadian colors, and as you can see, the back one here, this is a more Jamaican background in terms of their colors. So this is actually Carnival Day number 2. Carnival Day number 1, some people probably did see Carnival Day number 1, and Miami Carnival coming up later this year. I will come out with Carnival Day number 3. I also want to give a big shout out to another supporter of mine, Doug Wallace. Doug Wallace, he's been there for me last year. He was always able to give me some inspirational words. Doc and Doug, I've been knowing these people for 20 years. Thank you for your support, and keep doing what you're doing. Moving to my next video. My next video over here is actually ballerina. This is actually the ballerina number 4. This ballerina number 4 was done strictly with broken stained glass. I did not use any other pieces of mirror on this one. It took me a while just to kind of look around to find put a couple of feet in there after about a week or so. But this is actually ballerina number 4. Another one of my supporters, a big shout out to you, Angela Naran. Angela, you was a big inspiration to me last year. Angela, she owned a very upscale shoe store. She does a lot of bridal business. And Angela, big shout out. As we move forward, I would probably like to say that the next art show will be late April. Unfortunately, the venue wanted to do it at the end of March. Did not come through from what I hear, communications, but that's the way that story goes. But we're going to do one regardless. Moving to my next one I completed about a week ago, Atlas number 1. This one was done strictly with a combination of stained glass and mirrors. I thought I would do something a little different there. I see some of these basketball players wearing different color shoes, so I thought I would throw that in. This is actually a backpack, And the person here, as you can see, is lifting the world. And that's kind of where we're at with this one here. I was so excited about this one, Atlas number 1, I decided to make Atlas number 2. Atlas number 2 is over here, and it's actually done with a different type of background, a different type of frame. There were 2 of those pictures earlier that did not have frames, and those were the only 2 I ever made without actually putting frames in them. This one here, I wanted to put a different type of frame. I wanted to use a different type of background, and as you can see, it's not centered, but for a particular reason. But that was done based on doing Atlas number 1. I am very excited because Atlas number 3 is going to be coming out before Mother's Day. Atlas number 3 is going to be, I already kind of visualize what I'm going to do in that one. That one is going to be, actually, instead of like, this is, if for the ones that people don't understand what's going on here, this is actually the person's back. These are 2 of his arms. He's actually holding the world on his back. Okay, so that's kind of why I wanted to explain that. This is his head, and this is actually, I throw a little hat in there, and that's kind of what it is. The one coming out after this one, it's going to take me about maybe 2 weeks to get done. Some of these pictures take 2 weeks, some of these pictures take 3 weeks. The idea I have with Atlas number 3 is that it's going to be a lady. It's going to be a lady lifting up the world. And I was able to get that idea. I did a network session the other day, and PSA South, and I was speaking to one of the business people and about my pictures, and then she said, well, go ahead and try the lady lifting up a world. Yeah, so that kind of inspired me, and that's what you're going to be seeing coming up in the next 2 weeks. It might take a little bit longer because most of my pictures, you see a lot of women. I would say about maybe, I would say about 85% of the pictures about women. I want to thank you for your time, and thank you for my support, and you have a great day.